Welcome to Veterans Air, the Veterans Hour, your source for news, talk, and uncensored commentary here on the Lone Star Community Radio. I'm your host, Douglas B., along with my co-host, Dangerous Dan, the North Carolina bug-killing man.
That was just for 1 week, Doug.
We missed you.
I can imagine.
We are live every Tuesday, the first Tuesday of every month at 1 p.m. here on Conroe's FM 106.1 and 104.5. As always, a little housekeeping before we get started. You can contact us through Veterans Air at our website, www.VeteransAir.us. Leave us a message, or better yet, text us in the studio on our Google phone at 936-344-3083. And Mike, if you're listening, we're all going to talk into our microphones this time. We've got a big show for you. We will be continuing our series on citizenship and voting. And we have a special guest with us today. Local singer-songwriter Cheyenne James, a.k.a. Face, is here in the studio to talk about her new blues album, Burn It Up. Hey, Face.
Hey, I'm excited to be here.
It's like a family reunion in here today.
I know. I'm so glad about that. I've been so busy. I haven't been able to see anybody. So this is actually really great. 2 birds with 1 stone kind of thing for me.
I want you all to see Face. Her picture comes up on our feed, right, Dick? Yeah, you can see her. Notice the nose ring, which when she got that, I said, that's very pretty, and it's all fun and games until you sneeze and poke out somebody's eye.
And also stop poking holes in your face.
Stop poking holes in your face. That's right. Face, I've known, God, since you were in high school.
Yeah, long time.
Yeah, my earliest memories of Face is she's walking down the hallway with my daughter. They're doing the monkey step. She's got an earbud in one ear. George has the earbud in the other ear, and they're singing at the top of their lungs in the house. And
How else would you sing?
That's right. It's kind of like dance in the living room like nobody's watching.
I'm probably not the cool kid here, but what is the monkey step? What is that?
Oh,
hey, we're the monkeys. People say we're monkeying around.
He won't know that.
Who
has done that? Have you ever seen an episode of Laverne and Shirley? At the very beginning when they're walking down the road and they're kind of crossing their legs over each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, there we go. That's a better pop culture reference.
Here.
I am surrounded by young people.
I'm old. It's fine. I knew what you were talking about. I knew it was called the monkey step.
That's right.
I was raised right.
Face. Tell our listeners a little bit about you.
Well, I've been on stages as long as I can remember. And in recent years, I've been getting really imbued in Houston's blues community and doing a lot of work as a blues musician, which has been a really, really cool transition for me as an artist to kind of figure out what I wanted to do. And recently I was in the studio for it took about a year. Harvey happened in the middle of it and took out the roof of the studio at one point. So it took a little longer than it should have, but I made this album, Burn It Up, and I call it that because it's a double entendre because I also dance with and breathe fire and do a bunch of weird circus stuff. So it all kind of comes together with this album.
And keep in mind what I've told you. If you burn your face, I'm beating up your boyfriend.
Well, yeah, he knows.
Okay.
Oh, he knows that. He wants you to stop making it his problem, but that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
See?
So I've listened to a couple of tracks from the album, and I'm finally glad that you've settled on blues because this is where your voice needs to be.
Thank you.
She might look familiar to some of you who have come out in the past to some of the events that I've done with the Legion and other nonprofits around town. Face is always our singer. Face is here for 2 reasons today. First, we're going to carry on a tradition that we started with Sailor Jerry, who released her veterans version of Hallelujah and her album here on this show. And Face is going to do the same thing. I guess I should start calling you Cheyenne now.
Her actual name. It might help if we want to, sell the album.
Well, yeah, your album's for sale.
Yes, it officially releases tomorrow, so you will be able to purchase on the website and
what website?
My website, www.CheyenneJames.com. I've gotten Incorporated.
Whoa.
Are you doing out of the trunk of your car special?
Of course, always. You come find me in my dirty little gray van, I got you. Posters, T-shirts, CDs. I could travel and sell like that, couldn't I?
Yes, you could. This is a veteran show, and we have Cheyenne James with us today. She is not a veteran, but she is a super big supporter of veterans. Your boyfriend, the bearded one, is a veteran.
Mm-hmm.
And she supports me here at Veterans Air and the various veteran service organizations that I'm aligned with. She has been, if you've come to any of the ones that the American Legion Post 401 has done the past 4 years, you would have been able to get to hear Face play, sing for us.
Belt it out.
Belt it out. Belt it out. She actually, you may not know this, but she says that I'm pitch and tone perfect, and she wants to do a duet with me.
I can believe it.
Yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Are you sure you want to do that? He'll put you out of business.
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
This is my story, and I'm sticking to it. Dick, do we have a track queued up for her? Dick says we do. We're gonna listen to. What are we gonna listen to?
I believe the first one up is "Roll Your Coal."
What's "Roll Your Coal"? Like, are you smoking? Do that. Is it organic?
It's always organic.
Is it at least clean coal?
Very clean.
Yeah, we're ecologically responsible here.
That's right.
So what's "Roll Your Coal"? What is this?
"Roll Your Coal" was actually originally written with a different hook by my writing partner, Russell Mays. And when we were writing all of these in Austin, it was kind of about, get to the bottom of the bowl and turn it over. Get to the bottom of the jar. There's something in there. Don't give up. Just move on. And, that's at least the best PG-13 way I can put it.
That's awesome. All right. Get set. Here it comes. Cheyenne James on the Lone Star Community Station, radio stations, and Veterans Air. Welcome back to Veterans Air, the Veterans Hour. You're live with Douglas B. and Dangerous Dan. I'm leaving Conroe, man.
Yep, I don't know when, but it's going to happen.
This is going to suck. I don't have anyone to take me to lunch anymore.
That's all right. I'm going to Kansas. How do you think I feel?
Going to Kansas City. That's how I usually hear that.
All right.
So you can write a song about Kansas City bug killing.
That's right.
You know, I wrote
all
a
about
song on this album
fumigation.
about acid reflux disease, so like anything is possible.
Hey.
Where you're I talk welly now.
Yes.
We're in the studio live with Cheyenne James, local singer songwriter, super talented individual. So Cheyenne, aka Face.
Yes.
You're a singer, you're a songwriter, you're a performer, and you breathe fire.
Yeah, on occasion. It's fun.
On days that end in Y. Or when you had acid reflux.
Definitely when I have
Is that how you got acid reflux? By
That's where
breathing
the
fire?
idea came from, I think. Yeah.
So you need a band.
Yeah, I'm working on that. I'm always working on putting one together.
How long have you been working on that?
Forever and a day. A lady never tells her age.
So y'all listening out there, if you got a band, Cheyenne is actively interviewing for the proper band. Who do you have playing on this album?
Man, we have so many incredible heavy hitters from the Houston blues scene. Rock Romano, he's not only playing on the album, he plays bass and he plays ukulele on one of the songs. And he also helped engineer and master everything. And he helped me take the songs from really, really basic to something that I'm super proud of. Dave Carter plays guitar on it. Mark May plays guitar on it. And I've just done my 3 CD pre-release parties with him and his band. Eric Demmer plays sax, and Lamar Boulay plays trumpet and flugelhorn. They've both played with B.B. King's band, and just incredible people.
Oh,
on
you
their resume.
can't go wrong with B.B. King on the field.
Exactly.
Or the flugelhorn.
Ever. You can never go wrong with the flugelhorn.
What's a flugelhorn?
I have no idea.
It's like a higher pitched trumpet. I had to learn.
Oh.
Randy Wall plays some incredible piano and organ. Steve Crace on the harmonica. Jim Brady on the drums. Trying to make sure I don't forget anybody. There were so many incredible people on it. I'm
If
blown
she
away
forgot
what
you,
people wanted
she's
to.
sorry.
Very, very sorry.
I think the blues, now, I've heard you singing for years and years and years.
Mm-hmm.
But the blues is definitely where your voice belongs. And you'd never know that you're an awesome blues singer looking at you. Everybody out there, you can see Face with her shaved head or multicolored hair. I tell her, stop drilling holes in your face. You are still responsible for George's nose piercing.
Oh, that's my fault.
Yes,
I'm totally
yes.
willing to take that responsibility.
That's right. It's all fun and games. You sneeze and you poke out somebody's eye.
It is.
But you have a very sultry voice, and blues it takes a special type of voice to sing the blues. Because what did you tell me the other day on the phone? If you can't feel the angst, you're just singing jazz with a headache.
Yes. Sometimes I'm funnier than I even think I am. I forgot I said that to you.
We're gonna make that into a T-shirt. Hey, Tanya over at Bitter Glitter, if you're listening, we got to make that as a T-shirt.
Yeah.
If you don't feel that anguish, you're just singing jazz with a headache. Turn up the lights. Blues is an interesting choice for you.
Mm-hmm.
And you never know that. What would you just tell me that you were a moderate when it came to Americanism?
Mm-hmm.
And you would never know that looking at you with your half-shaven
I look
head.
really radical. Yeah.
You do.
But I just like to be informed and then form my own opinion. Partisan doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. So I just like to research and then make my decisions and let everybody else fight it out in their comment section.
I think they call that acting like a human being.
Why, thank you.
Now,
And people call me the freak.
You are. You're a human
A
being.
little.
your age bracket? That you're millennials?
Yeah.
Doug, you better be careful. I fall in there too.
Yes, you do. I'm
No.
surrounded by millennials, and this is scary. I love you, little girl. I do. Hey, Facebook, I love little girl. I really do. forgot where I was going.
Millennials.
Oh, millennials.
You were about to say great things about me and then trash everyone else.
That is true. If we take a look at this on the whole, America, and millennials in particular, they get a bad rap. And I think they get a bad rap because
hipsters,
they're very vocal. They like to take to the streets and, protest this, that, and the other thing. But there's the whole other side of millennials. And for offer up, Daniel, and Face there. The millennials that do the research, they don't get their news and they don't form their opinions from a meme on Facebook.
I can't do more. My news got banned off everywhere.
That's right. You got kicked off of Facebook. You are my hero. You got banned from Facebook. You're my hero.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Time is just like zooming by. Do we have somebody?
Because we're having fun, man.
That's true. So when we think about today's youth, and I'm talking to the older generation, my generation, when we think about today's youth, especially with the upcoming midterm elections that we have, are you going to vote?
Of course. I always vote.
You always vote?
I've voted since I was 18.
Well,
thank you. You don't have to applaud me for being a decent human being.
Well, we've been talking.
Now I feel bad. I haven't voted since I was 18.
Dangerous Dan, the non-voting man. Seriously, you haven't voted? Okay.
No, the last election was the first election I've ever voted in.
Montgomery County, next month, November 6th, is when we go to the polls again and we vote in midterm elections for our congressmen, senators, mayors, yada, yada, yada. We're going to do something special. We're going to send Dan live out to vote on the air.
That sounds like a great idea.
I think it's a wonderful idea.
I would just like to point out the last time I went to go vote, my name was spelled wrong, and they told me I was fine.
And I don't know if they'll let you bring your phone in.
Well, you can stand in line.
I'm a millennial. I have to have my phone.
Right, just wear a shirt with a pocket, put it in there, put it on.
No.
It's not brain surgery.
Dick's right. That is a federal offense.
Yep, I got yelled at.
That is a federal offense, and you can't interview people within 100 yards of the polling place.
That's right. I'm pretty sure we break 2 federal laws a day.
You can tell when Dick cringes. Oh my God, they're going to pull my license. We're sorry, Dick. We love you though.
No, you're doing great.
Okay. We saved a muffin for you.
Thank
you.
You.
Saved a muffin
and
for
it's
you.
Not pumpkin spice.
It's chocolate chip. Today's muffins come to us from the Montgomery Bake Shop out on 105, right around the corner from Conroe High School.
That's right. They do parties and cake.
They're good muffins.
And
this is pumpkin spice. I got pumpkin spice for Face and little girl because I'm totally convinced that that's how you pick up white girls.
Is nutmeg?
With pumpkin spice.
Nutmeg.
Miss Tiffany, if you're listening, that was just for you, sweetie.
That's good stuff right there.
Yeah, you're sitting there with your muffin. I might have to eat that if you don't.
I mean, you can.
No, I can't.
It's your show. You're good.
That's right. So, where are you playing next?
Next, I know that I'm booking a private party at Tuts, but they won't close the doors to anybody, and that's here in Conroe off of Madeley Street, Tuts at April's. That's actually the first place I ever got to sing with a live band. Was at Tuts years and years ago when we moved to Conroe, and it was with the incredible Trudy Lynn's band at the time, and she's just wonderful. Her and I are still, friends and colleagues. When you sing blues, you know everybody at a certain point. So that's a really great place to play. I did one of my pre-release parties there, and then I should have a gig at Stillwater Bistro soon, and I'll put all of those.
It's out on 105, isn't it?
Yes, on 105, right on the lake. It's gorgeous. I played outside. I didn't get bit by one mosquito, so whatever they're doing it right.
Oh, we definitely have to go out there and find out what they're doing.
And the food looked amazing. So that's a real fun little place to play right off the lake. And that should be coming up this month. Just been trying to get the CD released, get the website up.
Well, it's official now because we have a bunch of listeners, like maybe 5.
At least on a good day.
At least 5. Boofrow's listening today. Hey, Boofrow, love you.
Okay.
Yeah,
I miss you.
Hi, Facebook. Hi, Facebook. We got so many things going on here, cameras and Facebook Lives and whatnot. That's why I have a social. Hey, wait a second. Let's back up this trolley for a second. I'm sorry, Facebook. You're leaving. That's bad enough, but you're taking my social director with you.
I mean, the great thing about social media, Doug, is you don't really have to be here to make it work. You just need the internet.
That'll never take off.
I don't know. Al Gore's pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it's just all going to catch on fire soon.
So today is the official release of your CD. They can go to...
Tomorrow is.
They can go to www.CheyenneJames.com and they can order the CD.
Yes, and I will sign it and seal it and deliver it to you.
She has a really great signature, by the way. I have... Here's her album. Here's her album cover.
The signature and all the other stuff is all my handwriting.
I have a signed personal copy of her actual first promo photo at Texas Grace did. It's great. I wanted to talk to you about others getting into this business because blues is pretty much a dying art form.
But it's also the most, you think that, but you don't have rock and roll without blues. You don't have country music without blues at all, because country evolved from honky tonk, which is a style of Southern blues.
I just want to go on the record right here and say equivocally, I do not like rap in my country.
Okay.
I'm holding you responsible for that.
Just because I like the Ghetto Boys and things like that.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. What?
Love what you love. It's fine. But blues it's an interesting business because once you're in it, everybody's kind of like family. Like everybody plays with everybody. Everybody goes to everybody's jams, everybody's open mics, everybody's benefit concerts. Everybody shows up at the IBCs, which are the local International Blues Challenge. And that's actually Mark May, the band that I've been playing with. They're about to go and represent Houston for the IBCs this year. I think that comes up in January. And
you're not going to go with them?
Not this time. We didn't do the IBCs together this past year. Just timing and everything didn't work out. I was trying to finish this CD. And everybody really pulls together, but it's still a bootstraps business. I'm an indie artist. I don't have a record label that's helping me produce this. So every step has been thanks to the information out there from artists before that have put together these resources that are on the internet and, just word of mouth. My wonderful colleagues giving me this place to go to, that place to go to, being able to go and be on the Blues Hounds show and know these people on a personal level, because the Houston Blues Society and the Gulf Coast Blues Association are some of the most committed and fun and kind people, and they are all about preserving the blues and the history of the blues. I've actually performed for the Houston Blues Museum benefits and stuff before.
I love the blues. I do. True blues. And you've heard it here first, so all you artists out there, Cheyenne is looking for a back band, and she's looking for a record label. Sailor Jerry, I know that you listen to the show afterwards on the internet, so Shy's going to contact you and lead her along the way. We're due for news and traffic, aren't we? All right. We're going to take a short break here for news, traffic, and some PSAs. We're going to come back. We're going to talk a little more with Cheyenne, and then we're going to get into our citizenship and voting for next month. We'll be right back in.
From the beginning, the main purpose of the Cooperative Extension Service has been to change human behavior by teaching people how to apply the results of scientific research. By utilizing a holistic, multi-level approach, Extension family and community health programs encourage health and well-being for everyone. Addressing values, concerns, and needs with reliable science-based information, Extension programs help people lead healthier lives. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
Is there someone you know who is hooked on vintage aircraft? Follow the Commemorative Air Force and its fleet of World War II planes, including the mighty B-17 Flying Fortress Texas Raiders, which is based in Conroe, Texas. Texas Raiders tours locally and all around the United States, offering the public a chance to put their hands on aviation history. What could be a more perfect gift than a flight on a historic B-17? Taking to the sky on the iconic bomber is an experience that will never be forgotten. For the touring schedule, reservations, or more information, go to b17texasraiders.org or call 855-FLY-A-B-17.
You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio on irlonestar.com, Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and Facebook Live. It is 1:33. We're going to do some weather and traffic real quick and go back to Veterans Air. Looking at the weather report, it's 86 degrees outside with a 15% chance of rain. Humidity's around 69%. Later tonight, it's going to get a low of 73, and the high today is going to be 88. Looking at traffic in the Montgomery County area, everything's looking A-okay. I'm not seeing any slowdowns being reported at all on I-45 and also Highway 69. The only thing I'm really seeing is you're traveling on 1488. There's several crashes being reported at the 242 intersection on 1488 heading eastbound towards 45, so please be careful. That's about it for weather and traffic for Lone Star Community Radio. It is 1:34. We're going to get back to our regular programming after this.
Path to the Plate is a research-based education program that helps consumers understand how their food choices impact their health by making the connection to agriculture. Learning about how food is grown and produced, and how consumers can make better food choices for themselves and their families, Path to the Plate is all about dispelling myths and misconceptions. Find out more online at pathtotheplate.tamu.edu. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
You are listening to Veterans Air on irlonestar.com and Conroe's FM 104.5 and 106.1.
Welcome back to Veterans Air, the Veterans Hour, your source for news, talk, and uncensored commentary. Lone Star Community Radio, Conroe's FM 106.1 and 104.5. Did I get those call numbers right?
Yes.
Yes, I did. I was, for some reason, I can't remember those. Face. And it's a lovely thing. I love your eyes, by the way.
Thank you.
You
told me I'd have to put makeup on for the radio. I thought you were absolutely insane, and now I totally get why.
Yes, you're on Facebook twice. Hi, Facebook. Hi, Facebook. And I haven't seen it because I took the plunge and cut cable, so I no longer have cable. I do Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime.
It's definitely the way to go. I'm telling you.
It's the future.
I have heard, but I haven't seen it. So any of you guys out there listening, if you have cable, check out Channel 12, the educational channel, on Suddenlink, and tell us if you see our show, because I am told that our show is rebroadcast on City TV.
Very cool.
Because we are very informative here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anyone who's ever watched public access outside of like someone at 2 a.m.
That would definitely be me. Your
okay.
old woman friend right next to you.
All right, so we have one.
I know she does.
There's nothing wrong with public television.
It is the primary source of news and commentary. You can find out what your neighbors think by watching public access TV and radio. That's how we got this gig. Cheyenne,
yes.
We have this little tradition here
Okay.
on Veterans Air when we have guests on. I like to thank them for what they do for America and how they are involved in the community. And I like to extend that thanks to you for the things that you do for our veterans and for your support of Conroe and Montgomery County. So
Thank you.
for you, we have a knife that hopefully won't get lost in your bag, your very own Veterans Air Bitter Glitter pocket knife.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Use it in good health. The I promised that I'd
Love
give
it.
Ash the shout out. The engraving on these knives are done for us by Trophy House here on in Conroe, right behind Church's Chicken. If I remembered to take his card, I would have given the phone number and address. Sorry, Ash. But you got a shout out. Trophy House. Go see him for all your engraving needs. So hang around. Don't leave yet. We're going to do lunch after this, right?
Yeah.
Good, because we're hungry. This was just a snack. We have to continue on with our citizenship and voting series.
That's right.
Now, next month, on November 6th, as I said, we're going to send Dan out to vote. We're going to try to do this man on the street interview after voting. Our constitutional mentor, Pete Coach, he has made available for us the citizenship test, and I've been promoting it the past 2 months. You need to go on over to VeteransAir.us/citizenship, and you need to read all his lessons, take his quizzes and whatnot, and become informed about what it means to be American, to be informed about Americanism and the reason that we vote. A lot of people today think that we live in a democracy. We do not live in a democracy. We live in a constitutional republic. Dan, show us our beautiful Constitution. Constitution. This is the law of the land. This is what we do. When we have pocket constitutions, if you do not have a copy of your Constitution and your Bill of Rights, you can contact the website, www.VeteransAir.us, and we will send you free of charge your own pocket Constitution of the United States.
It's free.
It's free. I'm even paying for the stamp. Wow. And
Whoa, look at that.
November 6th, we go to the polls for what's known as the midterm elections.
Yep. People get to vote on what I'm having for my birthday.
What the hell are you talking about?
November 6th is my birthday.
November 6th, seriously, is your birthday?
I was born on election day.
Little girl, how come I didn't know this?
She's not as
I
patriotic
literally told you last month, I think.
I know it was in November sometime, but I didn't know it's. We're gonna have to have a birthday cake for you.
Yeah, they're so close.
We're gonna have a birthday cake. Stop by. We'll have a birthday.
Maybe
cake.
I can give out cake while I ask people who they voted for on American Idol or whatever.
We had cake here for Veterans Air's birthday, and nobody came and caught cake.
That's because there was just cake sitting out in the middle of the sidewalk.
Down on the sign said free cake.
That doesn't look suspicious at all.
Yeah, at all.
Who else but Veterans Air would give out free cake? So we're gonna do something special on November 6th because we're all going to the polls. And before we do this, before November 6th rolls around, we have to understand that you cannot vote if you're not registered to vote. Let me say that again. You cannot vote unless you're registered to vote. To be registered to vote, you only have 1 week. October 9th is the cutoff. If you are not registered to vote by October 9th, you ain't voting. Nobody's taking away your rights. You just didn't do what you needed to do.
What's the date today, Doug?
Today is the 2nd of October.
So they have
1 week.
1 week.
1 week.
They have math.
It's old math. It should be easy.
Yes.
1 week.
There's very little excuse now. You can do it on Facebook.
You can register to vote on Facebook?
Yes, you can.
I did not know that. If you head over right now to well, don't do it right now. Listen to our program. But then go to www.VeteransAir.us/archives. And that's the archives of all of our shows that we've ever done here. This show will be up soon, but I have all the links that are necessary for you to be able to register to vote. You'll find links for the Montgomery County Board of Elections, the Montgomery County local elections, everything you wanted to know about voting, where and how to vote in Texas. It's all there for you. Go register to vote.
And if you don't do it online, you can go to the the electoral office over by the fairgrounds.
Yes. So somebody out there right now is wondering, well, Doug, if this is so important, how come you did not have somebody from the Montgomery County Board of Elections here on your show?
We tried.
Yes, we did. Numerous times.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't even return our calls, Dan.
And I will also say that usually the local parties have somebody who can register you to vote, just to vote. They're not registering you to vote for that party, just to vote in general.
I did not know that. That's outstanding. So there's no reason.
My dad did that when he was a member of one of the parties down here. He just went door to door and registered people to vote.
There's no reason not to be registered to vote. I realize that we're living off the grid. But I still register to vote because this is still my country. Now, the next question you may be asking yourself in preparedness for the midterm elections is, where the heck do I vote? Go on over to www.VeteransAir.us/archives and see the links. Every piece of information that you need to register, excuse me, to register and or vote is contained within those websites.
That's right. That's what I'm doing because I need to know where to vote.
There are voting places all over heck and gone. And I can say hello on the radio. What's the FCC going to do? Pull Dick's license? Hey, if you got, we got to get a camera on you. Actually, we have to stop that because if the FCC pulls his license, we won't have anything to do on Tuesdays.
That's right. I'll have no excuse to request off this day.
That's right. That's right. But go on over. Not only will you be able to register to vote, and not only will it tell you where to vote, you can check your voter registration status online. Because districts get redrawn all over heck and gone.
Mm-hmm.
So where you voted last year may not be the same voting place or polling place this year.
That's right. Leave it to government to make voting complicated.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
It is imperative that you vote. We are voting for congressmen, for senators. We're voting for mayors and governors and this, that, and the other thing. And there's even a couple of what are they called? Propositions?
Oh, I was going to say third-party members running as well.
Oh, there's everybody running.
Right. I thought that's what you were going to say.
No, propositions. So isn't
that illegal?
A proposition?
Yeah.
No, that's prostitution.
Oh, okay.
We should make that legal and tax the hell out of it. I got 10 minutes? I got 10 minutes. Hey, I had a lot of time. Now, it's important that you become educated before you go vote. So these websites, Montgomery County Board of Elections, everything you wanted to know about voting, these are good websites that you can go to, and you can actually see the sample ballot with links to the proposition language so you know what you're voting for. If you don't vote, then you do not have a voice. You can put on a meme. Is it a mime or a meme?
Meme?
It's a meme. You can put as many memes as you want on Facebook. You can shout out on the street and march with signs declaring this, that, or the other thing. But your voice and what your government does, they are not our leaders. They're our representatives because there's too many of us shouting at once, so we get one person there to speak for us. That's your voice by voting. And if you don't do it, you failed your course in Americanism.
That's right.
You'll be held back a year.
The electoral voting booth, or I guess the voting booth is more powerful than the sword.
That is correct. Because truly, in the voting booth, every man and woman is
and in
equal.
between.
Yes, you can be male, woman, neither. Look, Prince, the artist formerly known as Prince.
That's right.
I miss him every day.
Prince was excellent.
Every
love Prince.
day.
I make fun of him, but I love
Such an
Prince.
inspiration.
He's a great artist. He's a great artist.
I just watched Purple Rain again the other day, though, so I'm just like in a purple mood.
Have you swam nude on the shores of the lake Lackawanna?
Well, not that one.
Oh.
Is that an
Don't
actual
tell me I don't
lake?
want to. Is it? Yes, it's actually a lake.
That's what it's called?
No, I don't know what.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of places, though, that sound like somebody gave up naming it halfway through.
Yeah,
so
they're
it's very
called
possible.
in the upper Midwest.
Yeah, in Pennsylvania, there's a Lake Lackawanna.
Moving on.
So moving on because we're running out of stuff. Next month, November 6th, we're gonna have Man on the Street. We're gonna have voting, and we're gonna have an op-ed piece from Dawn Stone, one of our listeners on the Electoral College. Dan, take us to October happenings. What's happening this month?
Oh, October happenings.
Because we have
October
Halloween.
20th, the VFW Post 4709 Halloween costume party and what is that? Scarioke?
Scarioke. You have to do this, Face. You have to do Scarioke.
I love it when it's Halloween because everything is scary. So it's karaoke, and that actually makes me want to go do karaoke at that point.
Come dressed to kill in your favorite Halloween costume. We will have a howling good time and hope to raise the dead. with your best karaoke tunes. Bring your favorite finger foods to share with all the ghosts and goblins. That threw me off there.
I didn't write that, by the way. That's directly from their website.
That's good. I was expecting something more boring to come out, but there you go.
Marcy must have done this.
Probably. Military Veterans Peer Network, October 27th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come learn about frontline, what is that? Intervention skills for issues affecting the veterans community. Mentor positions are available after graduation. Lunch provided. Tri-County Behavioral Health Care, 233 Sergeant Ed Holcomb Drive, Conroe, Texas.
Let me interrupt you here. This is the organization from our friend Ashley, and I am a Military Veterans Peer Network mentor, and I have a couple of mentorees. You know who you are out there. This is a great program for veterans, helping veterans. I encourage you all to come to this, even if you don't want to be a mentor. Learn a little bit about the veteran community here in Montgomery County.
Woodlands Oktoberfest, Saturday, October 27th at 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. That is Town Green Park, 2099 Lake Robbins Drive, The Woodlands, Texas, 77380. And then we have the Artisans Market and Dog Adoption Fair, Sunday, October 14th at 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. That is Southern Star Brewing, 3525 North Fraser Drive. That's Conroe, Texas, 77303.
I like the Southern Star Brewery. I met Danielle out there when we were out there for the 3rd annual Bombshell Exotic Car. If you all remember, we did a live Facebook podcast from there. We still have to get with her, don't we, social media director? Find out. We're gonna do a Southern Star Brewery Veterans Air Tap the Keg party sometime soon. We'll do it before you leave.
I love that place.
Okay.
Invite me.
Yeah.
I don't go.
I guess
would you
Please
sing?
invite me places.
We'll invite you.
Would you sing for us?
Of course.
Would you sing for us for free?
For you, anything, darling.
All right, you've heard it here first. This is going to happen. We don't have a date yet. Southern Star Brewery and Veterans Air. We're going to have a Tap the Keg party. And Cheyenne James, the soon-to-be famous and worldwide viral singer-songwriter, is going to sing for us. And we could do our duet.
Yes, we can.
You're going to do the House of the Rising Sun for me, though, right?
Of course.
How much time do we have, Dick? These are 4 minutes. Outstanding. Go ahead.
Shout out to the sponsors.
Shout out to the sponsors.
All right, before we forget, All right.
Sorry, Dar.
Veterans Air is made possible by the support of East Meets West Productions, full-service business and marketing consultants helping vets start and fund their businesses for 25 years. For more information, call 361-904-0044.
Thanks, Dan. That was wonderful.
I practice.
Good. That about wraps up our show until next month, November 6th at 1 p.m. Join us for the very special elections issue of Veterans Air. We're going to end it right here, but I want to leave you with the song by Cheyenne James, and you can get this from www.cheyennejames.com. Order her CD so she has money and she can eat.
Or buy it out of the trunk of her van.
I haven't seen the new van, by the way, so I'm going to check this out. Make sure it's roadworthy. As we're listening to this song, let us remember our brothers and sisters in uniform that are today standing in harm's way for our freedoms and our liberties. If you are wearing the uniform, I want to say thank you. I want to say I'm proud of you. Until next month, stay safe and stay vigilant.